Alrighty, guys, I am Morthadon, and I'm bringing you Boruto episode 12. So real quick before we start talking about the previous episode, I want to mention that I think in the next week, so next Thursday, um, I'm going to do double episode. I'm gonna try to anyway. Sorry if for whatever reason I don't, but I'm gonna try my best to do a double episode drop. And I've heard I haven't gotten spoiled, but I've heard 13 and 14 are good episodes to watch together. That's all I know. And so I'm wondering if we're gonna get some build up this episode to really make me get that. I mean, we've already been getting some build up, but yeah, so I'm gonna try to do double episode drop. I'm also considering launching my Patreon earlier than I had planned to. Um, I've been thinking about doing a Patreon, and I was gonna do it eventually when I had like a good amount of shows up and everything. But I'm actually running out of hard drive space, and I've been storing all of my raw files to do the whole thing like a lot of reactors do, where on Patreon you can see the full length and everything. So I might work on doing that within the next month or so. Because, like I said, my hard drive's getting full, so I need to get rid of some of the older episodes that I have, some of the raw files that are just way too big. Um, so I want to get the full lengths that I have semi prepared, finished, and rendered and thrown onto somewhere, so that way I can delete the raw files and have more space. So I think I will launch the Patreon. Nothing will change for what is like the current content. Nothing will change. Patreon is not required. I'm not really expecting anyone to even become a patron. It's just something that I want to have as like a little bonus feature, since full length episodes are really easy to make. So there's something that I can just throw up there and have archived, because some reactors I've seen, I go on their Patreon and I actually do become a patron, and I usually do it for like a month, and I binge watch a lot of their shows, and I'm like a little disappointed to find that not all of their shows, or they only started the full length stuff like halfway through the series, and I'm like, oh, I want to see like this part of the fight that got cut out on their like other reaction. But uh but yeah, so I might look into doing that kind of thing. But yeah, I expect 2 episodes next week, and within the next coming months, maybe getting some full length on a Patreon thing going, and yeah. But let's talk about episode 11, which I'm not gonna lie, I usually try to refresh myself a little bit before the episode or before I start the recording, which I didn't do. So I just got to try to go off of memory. I know we had a bunch of people getting taken over. I guess the last episode was where they set up the trap for the mysterious dude, the guy in the mask, and they managed to lure him out. They found out someone is behind it, um, and the male guy got possessed, and he went crazy with his mail flying everywhere. That was last episode, right? I believe so. Um, and then I believe there were a bunch of other cases, and I was talking about in the last episode that they're moving so quickly that I'm wondering if they're gonna resolve or partially resolve this whole situation soon. And I mean, obviously, I know that 13 and 14 are supposed to be good episodes, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the resolution to that. Who knows? But yeah, there might be some things I missed about the previous episode, but I think we should just jump right into episode 12, because I did do a lot of talking prior to this one. So yeah, let's just get right into it. I don't think there's anything else we really need to cover, and so all right, we're gonna start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now. Ooh. Sorry about the delay in my counting. I messed that up almost. Oh, and also, I have coffee. Ooh. Gozu Tenno? Hmm. So he does have an idea of what's going on, but it doesn't seem like he's behind it. He just doesn't care to stop it. I remember that whole thing last episode now, where he saw him in the tunnels and didn't do shit. Alright. Do 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 do. Messing around on a mobile game during these intros. I've kind of seen them. I also don't even know if they're still spoilery. I'm actually gonna lower the volume a tad. That should be good. Sorry for my shitty humming. Yeah, this mobile game just came out. It's called Skylanders. It's kind of like a Summoner's War kind of thing. I guess by the time full lengthers even see this, they're not gonna know what it is, or it's gonna be older, probably. Alrighty, Boruto and Mitsuki. Is there always an episode name? Oh, backstory? Oh shit. Is that Orochimaru? Is that all we're gonna see? Rip. Gotta watch your footing. It reminds me of some of those like really funny like I forget like Japanese or Chinese game shows where they're running on the obstacles and shit. It's a weird thing to say. But he is sort of keeping up. Although they kind of ruin their time by stopping to friggin' talk, right? It's kind of silly of them. No, don't fall! Rip. You did pretty good, buddy. For being such a newbie, you did pretty good. Good on you, Boruto. Good on you. Boosting him? Nice. Use your stretchy arms! Stretchy arms! Yeah. Such a weird technique. So creepy. I wonder if they're still gonna get like credited for helping a teammate. That kind of thing, like the whole like instead of leaving someone behind, you helped out your teammate. Oh, everyone. Ah. So Boruto had the right idea, except they still didn't finish in time, I guess. Is that same girl that was always with Konohamaru as kids, or is that a different girl? She looks way different, but I mean, so does Konohamaru. Hungry? Yeah, gotta get your nutrients, gotta get your food. Mitsuki's still thinking about that, like helping him out, huh? He doesn't even understand what he did. Oh, more of this? No. It was kind of cool. Try to remember to talk about that more after the episode, but how far the class has come as a whole from like the beginning of the show. Okay. Needing help with his homework or whatever. It's going around asking weird questions to everybody, I guess. making everyone feel awkward. Well said. This is like a. It's like sort of a compliment, but an insult at the same time. I almost feel like it was more complimenting than insulting, but it was still pretty insulting. What is this? Who are you? Oh, what? So there is something up with her, maybe? Was that her mom? Why was it so creepy? So ominous. It's a weird thing to say for just like a little head injury, I guess. Uh oh. It's cool getting to see her talk a bit more, I guess. Like, we've seen her talk, but we haven't seen her, like, say a whole ton. We didn't really get to know her as a character very well, I guess. So yeah, her family's all dead. I wonder how her father died. Yeah. Good that she doesn't have a ton of hatred. Okay, sure. Oh, did he come over for dinner? Oh, yeah, there he is. Yeah. I love how they both just look at each other and smile with Boruto's attitude. They're just like, we know he's happy. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he is. Yep, that's Naruto. Good question. Hard question. He definitely doesn't hate him. Mizuki's so awkward. Where's Naruto? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Coffee time. Oh, Boruto. Stop pouting. I don't know why. Everything Mitsuki does is just so awkward. Uh-oh. Oh no, is his clone gonna poof? That would be his real body, though, if he's eating, though, wouldn't it? Doesn't he have to eat with his real body? Okay, so that's a clone. Okay. Boruto, chill! Ah. Boruto! Stop being such a kid! Kid! Oh my god, he's gonna get, like, caught by whatever's going on, isn't he? Some shit's about to go down. Ooh. Is Naruto suspicious of him? Because of the hidden sound thing? Damn. Drawing those parallels. Did he realize something? He's gonna do what you couldn't. That was definitely Orochimaru's voice, I think. I just had a thought. Should I talk about it? Okay. Episode's gonna end, isn't it? Yep. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, things are heating up. I can see why the next two episodes are probably pretty good. I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen, really, aside from like stuff revolving around the ghost incident, but do 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 do. Oh boy, guys! Next week, gonna be some good shit. Maybe. Yeah. Oh, I should probably get ready for preview. Ooh. And preview. Alrighty, guys. So that is going to do it for episode 12. So that was a very chill back kind of preparation episode. We had no fights, right? Yeah, absolutely no fights. It was more of it was more of just like an partial information dump. We didn't even learn that much. Like, we had some interesting stuff, like, we did learn a little bit though, but I know one thing while I'm thinking of it that I wanted to talk about was how the class has evolved. They kind of mentioned how Boruto's become, I believe Shino used the word, the nucleus of the class, and yeah, the class originally went from like, oh, you're just the Hokage's son, and Boruto's really like come into his own, and the class like looks up to him and kind of relies on him, which is pretty cool how quickly they settled the whole, that whole drama aspect, which is good. I mean, I guess they're substituting one drama for another. I kind of thought the whole classroom thing would go on longer, but it didn't. But then they're dragging on the whole like hating his father thing, which I think it'd be really cool if in the next two episodes he sees how like awesome his dad really is and how important the Hokage is, but I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be resolved in the next couple episodes, but either way, I do like how the whole class thing kind of settled itself down. Boruto kind of like proved himself. in a way. But yeah, I was just thinking about that. It's only been 12 episodes and we've already seen this much development in the class, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool how I can already think back to the first episodes and be like, oh yeah, that's right, you know. Um, but we had the information with class rep that we learned, which was interesting. Apparently both her parents are dead. I don't know what that like flashback scene or whatever that was with, I would guess her mom, and it was very like creepy and ominous. So I don't know what happened with her. I feel like they're preparing some kind of story for her, but it was pretty cool seeing her talk to Mitsuki and seeing like a more one-on-one, face-to-face, serious talk that didn't end with her being like all awkward and like blushing and stuttering and freaking out. So that was pretty cool to see, because she's one that we haven't seen a lot from. She was just kind of like class rep, which seemed like she was going to be important, and then she wasn't all that important. But yeah, pretty cool. And then we had in the beginning of the episode. I guess we can. Sorry about that. I guess we can just talk about Mitsuki a bit. So in the beginning of the episode, we had what I assume is Mitsuki talking to Orochimaru. He's talking to the snake. I'm assuming that's a way to communicate with Orochimaru. They're talking about like a hidden relic left over from the Foundation. I can't remember what they called it for the life of me. I could go back and look. I'll probably see it again when I'm editing, but I probably still won't remember. It was like Goken Tenchu or something. I know I got that wrong, but it's something along those lines. It doesn't sound familiar to me, so it's probably something new. And then he also like it teased in the beginning of the episode that he knew who it was, but then the camera panned away and it didn't tell us, obviously. Which makes me wonder if it's someone we know, which is kind of interesting. I don't know who would be, since I don't believe that it's Mitsuki. I really don't know. I'm trying to think of anybody that would be, like, suspicious, in a way. And I'm wondering if it would be someone from their class. I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can think of is, so since it's an item from the Foundation, Sai is from the Foundation, he does the painting magic. God. I've been watching someone's reaction to Fairy Tail recently, which I've seen multiple times, but it's just something I have on while I'm like playing games and stuff and like doing other things. But I guess that's why I said magic. But he did the painting jutsus, and so does Inojin? Is that his name? The other blonde kid who I believe does the same like painting jutsu as Sai does. And that's the only thing I can think of is like that has any kind of connection that could be pieced together from what we've seen so far. That that I can put together. If it is someone from the class, it might not even be someone from the class, but who knows? I don't know. I have no idea who it is or what it is, but it does seem like Mitsuki's just an observer. We did see a little bit of his backstory where he was in one of those tanks, kind of like, I can't remember his name, but the water guy that was with Sasuke's little group was stuck in one of those like water tanks as well. And then I also think the one wood style user that helped Naruto with his training, that I could never remember his name either, grew up in like one of those tanks too as a kid, I believe. I remember those flashbacks in Naruto. But Mitsuki had that kind of a past, and I guess all we really saw was him in the tank with it bubbling, and then we saw what I assume to be Orochimaru and someone else working with him. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's um oh shit, what was his name? The guy that always helped him out ended up like going solo after, all the shit happened with Orochimaru and became like the Snake Man himself. I want to say his name started with like a K, but I can't remember what it was. I guess I don't remember. I thought I knew a lot of the Naruto names, but it seems like I forgot a bunch of them. Anyway, I'm sure you guys know who I'm talking about. I wonder if it's him kind of having like penance, like because apparently the hidden sound's supposed to be like good now or something. They ominously said that they were raising Mitsuki to do what Orochimaru couldn't, and as you saw during the episode, I kind of had like a brief like thought. I was thinking, I was at first my like first thought obviously went to destroy the hidden leaf because that was his thing for a lot of the time. But then I thought like I want to say that they're not gonna go that route with this show. I want to say they're gonna try to take it down a different path, and they're just trying to mislead us. Like this whole Mitsuki story was misleading us. And there was a time way back when Orochimaru wanted to be Hokage. And that makes me wonder if he's trying to raise Mitsuki to be the next Hokage. I don't know, but maybe that's why he's trying to like learn from Boruto to be like a better person who's the son of the Hokage and try to be more, to try to fulfill that dream. I don't know. That's my theory for Mitsuki. I don't. I'm probably wrong. Probably way off. Uh, but yeah, I just figured I'd come up with some out of the box theory, and then if I'm right, that'd be really cool. Um, but but yeah. So right at the end, Mitsuki's just like, "Oh, I know who it is," and then episode ends with Tourist. So that's pretty interesting. That's probably what's gonna lead us into the next episodes. Um, huh. I don't. I guess one thing I want to talk about real fast is the whole scene. You might have even been able to tell on my face, but I love the whole scene with the home when Mitsuki came home with Boruto. And Hinata was there, and she was all like excited that Boruto was bringing a friend home, and like made all kinds of cooking. And I don't know, like it's so like cool seeing even just the little slice of life scenes that we see from the old characters. I loved it. I think I was like grinning a little bit throughout the whole scene, but but yeah, I really enjoyed it. I kind of wish we got to see more with like Naruto there and everything, and had them like talking more before shit went down. But I guess they're just trying to really drive the point home so you can see both sides of it. So what they're trying to do with that, I think, is if they didn't show us that side of it, we just think Boruto is like a snot-nosed brat, like uh he has it all but is still mad, and his dad's a great person, but he's still just trying to start fights for no reason. He's just a brat. But I think they're trying to show us those things because it would really affect you. Like if you're a kid and you don't really understand, and your dad is just constantly like running out to go to work, you'd probably feel a little lonely, and like you'd probably get a little angry. And I think that's why they're really showing us like all the different points where like stuff goes down and Naruto has to leave and bolt and stuff. So as much as I love Naruto, I can definitely see Boruto's side. So I think they do a good job with that. I do hope it gets like resolved a bit soon. I would love to see Boruto look up to his dad more. But who knows? I don't know how long they'll drag that on for. But we will see next week. I think that's pretty much all I have to say. I guess this review was about the same as most of the other ones I do. It felt a little shorter. Um, I don't think there was as much to talk about this episode as some of the others, but yeah. So expect the 2 episodes, 13 and 14 next week. I'll do my best. Should be able to do it. I just need to man up and uh, put in the extra time. But yeah, I'm gonna head out, start editing this episode, so that way I can relax the rest of the night after I'm done editing, and then render it before I go to bed. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye bye.